Come to think of it, who told Muhammad he was a prophet of God? If you read Surah 96 verse 1, when angel Jibril visited Muhammad in the Hira cave, this is the first word Muhammad claimed he received from his God. If you read Sahih al-Bukhari book 1 hadith 3, narrated by Aisha, the commencement of the divine inspiration to Allah's messenger was in the form of good dreams, which came through bright daylight, and then the love of seclusion was bestowed upon him. He used to go in seclusion in the cave of Hira, where he used to worship Allah alone continuously for many days before his desire to see his family. He used to take with him the journey food for the stay and then come back to his wife Khadija to take his food likewise again, till suddenly the truth descended upon him while he was in the cave of Hira. The angel came to him and asked him to read. The prophet replied, "I do not know how to read." The prophet added, "The angel caught me forcefully and pressed me so hard that I could not bear it anymore. He then released me and again asked me to read, and I replied, I do not know how to read. Thereupon he caught me again and pressed me a second time till I could not bear it anymore. He then released me and again asked me to read, but again I replied, I do not know how to read, or what should I read? Thereupon he caught me for the third time and pressed me and then released me and said, Read in the name of your Lord, who has created all that exists, created man from a cloth." You can also read the same story from Surah 96 verse 1 to 3. Now, if you look closely at this story, it makes no sense in any way, shape or form. Let us think about this together. The angel said, "Read." Shouldn't I give you a paper or a book before asking you to read something? Muslims cover this mistake by claiming it means to recite. However, if it means to recite, why didn't Muhammad say, "I cannot recite"? Even 6 years old children can recite, talk less more of a man above 30. It must be about reading because the Arabic word clearly means to read. So this proves Islam to be false from the very beginning. But before we continue, here are some of the questions regarding this that shows Islam and Muhammad has always been a fraud right from day one. If Muhammad can't read and is illiterate, why is the angel using the wrong word read when the angel knows he can't read because he's an illiterate? If God ordered a man to read and he is illiterate, wouldn't he be able to read as a miracle of God since he is the all-powerful God? In order to explain this further, let's imagine Jesus saying to a blind man, "See," and the blind man would reply, "I can't see." And then Jesus would say again, "See," and the blind man would reply once more, "I can't see." And Jesus would say again for the third time, "See," and at last the blind man would reply again, "I cannot see." This must be a joke. What was the point of him saying it 3 times if nothing changed? Muhammad was still unable to read. Do you get what this means? Do you understand what this means? I find it so funny that Muslims keep saying he was told to recite, not to read. But if it is about recite, why was the angel using the word Ikra, which means to read? Remember, it is not the angel who chose the word Ikra, it is Allah who chose the word Ikra. Therefore, Allah chose the wrong word to begin with, which caused Muhammad to be confused. You see this? This is all a joke. Also, why do you have to excuse Muhammad? What is this all about? Did the action of excusing make Muhammad understand what the angel was trying to say? Did this excusing change anything? Not at all. The fact of the matter is that Muhammad was clearly getting all these made-up stories from his master Waraka bin Nifa. Muhammad seems to be copying stories from the Bible and changing it to suit him as a prophet. For example, if you read Isaiah chapter 40 verse 5 to 6, it says, "And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it." The voice said, "Cry," and he said, "What shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the godliness thereof is as the flower of the field." From this passage, it is kind of obvious that Muhammad was trying to act like Prophet Isaiah by copying the story and adding a little twist to suit him as a prophet. But little did he know that this story will make him to be the most obvious false prophet in history. The story shows that this false god cannot perform any miracles, because imagine if Jesus had said to Muhammad, read. What do you think would have happened? Obviously, I am sure he would have been able to read even if he was illiterate, as Muslims claim. Therefore, this proved that Muhammad and his false god Allah is the most obvious false prophet and false god in history. Before you leave, hit the red subscribe button to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to spread this video to friends, relatives and Muslims out there so that they can see the deception of Muhammad and Allah. God bless you.